Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Thank you ever so much, as I say, for shopping with me, my crew. And let's get started on today. Get that out of the way. So the colors that I'm using today are Cherry Cobbler. Well, at least for now. I've got lots of colors to show you today. Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Crushed Curry. Guess I should be opening these. That would make it easier. And Soft Sea Foam. And thank you to thank you to Vicki Allison for these ideas. And actually, just before we get started, I need to tell you about a special coming up. Hold on one sec. Trying to make sure that I'm on. Here, I'll let you look at this for just a minute. We are having, there I am. We are having a sale. Get this a little bit bigger so I can see it. There we go. Oh, no, not that. Had it right the first time. There we go. Okay, so Cyber Monday starts December 1st at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, which if you're Pacific, it's 7 a.m. And if you're East Coast, go the other way. So what I wanted to tell you about this is Paper Pumpkin, the 3, 6, and 12 months prepaid, you can save $20, $40, or $80. Now, this offer ends December 9th at 11:59 Mountain. That means for Pacific, it's at 10:59, so 11 o'clock. All right, so I wanted to show you October's Paper Pumpkin. I put one of each card together. So here you go. I am going to move those out of the way. So here are the 3 cards. Excuse me. And the envelopes are really pretty. They've got this like linen look to them and the pretty little starburst, I guess you would say. And I'm going to hold these up so you can see them a little bit better. So here's the card, the backgrounds, the back of the card, base of the card. Get your words right. The base of the card is printed for you, so you could, in effect, cut these off, put it on a white card base or whatever card base you want, and have a whole nother piece. And there's always a few extra little pieces, so you could do something with it. And you can totally change it up as well. There is velvet on here. I don't know if it comes across. It comes across, looks like it's a little bit darker, but there is some velvet on the green. Here's the next one. Again, it's got that pretty pattern, and it's got a little velvet there, velvet on each one of these. And just really cute, quick and easy Christmas cards if you need them, or you can change them up. This one also has velvet on the flowers and the greenery. And again, it's that pattern that you could cut that off. Okay. And then I wanted to show you this month's. I haven't even got it out of the box yet. So this is for November. Let me set this aside. So you get a little spot that is Mossy Meadow. Here is, hope you can see these. Here is the stamp set. I love the little wreath. Sending a little Christmas cheer from our home to yours. A gift for you to and from with love. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Really nice Merry Christmas. Okay, that's the stamp set. And then this one is boxes that you can put food safe in because they've got that coating inside. And then the little tag topper. Isn't that sweet? Here, let me see. Find me something sharp. Pair of scissors. To open this up. Ah, come on. Who knew opening a package on air could be so hard? But I'm trying, not to cut anything in the package. All right, so if you haven't seen a paper pumpkin, you get an instruction sheet, which shows you all the pretties. Okay, and it also shows you, like number 1, they use this, A Gift for You and Merry Christmas. And then number 2, they used a different word. But I'm going to go back to this one because it shows you step by step what to do. So on this is your block. You stamp that in the little spot. So there's your little ink. On the block is the stamp, and you put it on that tag. This one you put on this little journaling spot, and then another one you put on the tag. So these are your blocks. So then it also tells you where to put your adhesive, your glue dots, your adhesive, how much twine you need, because they made a bow behind here. And it's just step by step. And this one down here shows you how to put your box together. Okay, you're going to fold on all the creases. And this is a really cool box because you don't need an adhesive. It just folds and flaps in and tucks down, which is really cool. And then you put your little tags on. What else have we got on here? Okay, on the back, there's the other box. So there's a couple different kinds. And then on the back, it shows you everything that's in there. And remember, when you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is November's. They have a refill kit that does not have the stamp or the ink. So you can buy just the paper products, the consumables that you use. Again, if there's some available. Christmas time is very popular. Then also they have an extra little add-on that you can add to, it'll work for 3 months. And I think this one was September, October, and November. So there's a little add-on so you can do your own thing. So even though it says, you know, here's what you do, here's what you get in the kit, you can take this kit and do whatever you want with it. I've seen them make scrapbook pages out of it, different kinds of cards, different kinds of boxes. I've seen them take a card base and make it into a box. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. I just wanted to show you in case you were ever interested in the paper pumpkin and what it is. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you about paper pumpkin is that you can actually skip a month. Now, these are kind of like surprise items, okay? Because they don't really show you the whole kit. But when you're in Paper Pumpkin, they do have a Paper Pumpkin Facebook group that in October they showed us bits and pieces of this November kit. Okay, so you can skip, and you can skip as many months as you want. You've just got to go into the website and put skip or pass or whatever it is. I've never skipped one yet. I just started buying, and I just did a month to month. I wish I would have waited and done a 3-month one on the sale. Who doesn't like saving $20? And anyway, you can skip as many as you want. And because you can go back after you see it and buy it if you really wanted it, if it's available, there's that option as well. So it's kind of fun. And so far I haven't skipped any, and I've been completely happy with all of the things that they have done. All right, to today's class. So remember, that's December 1st through the 9th. All right, as I told you last week, we are doing the Petals of Beauty dies and stamps. I love these new containers. If you have these new folders, I guess you'd call them. If you have this new packaging, let me know if you like it. I'd love to know in the comments. Okay, so as I said, this first grouping of colors, and here's the card that I made. This is the colors, other than the yellow, I just added crushed curry. She had a different color. It's not quite the same look as hers, but it's using the same colors, other than this yellow. And I also added this Merry Christmas. So the where she had her words were, I don't even think she had words on it. Anyway, I wanted to show you how to build this, okay, with these colors. So I've got all my blocks here, and I'm going to start with the outline of the flower, and then we're going to go to the base of the flower, because the outline of the flower, if you look here, is a darker color. It's the cherry cobbler versus the real red. And then because you have that outline, well, you'll see in a minute, it's easier to get that outline. All right, so piece of paper, and this piece of paper is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Make these off so they're not in the way, so I stay on camera. All right, first one, cherry cobbler. And I'm going to try and mimic this. We'll see. And let me just get a piece of scratch paper for when I go over the edge. Hopefully that looks good. Yes. All right, so cobbler. And let's see if I can bring in without messing it up. Well, it looked like it was pretty well out there. All right, there we go. 1, 2 is fairly close, but it could be anywhere you want. And then 3. Okay, and let's clean that off. And then we're going to go to the next color. And you will notice that it gives you all this variation of color. It's on the stamp designed that way. And I might have, hopefully I don't get my head in the way, but this little large flower, if you will, that one right there, matches to here. So if you just match that up, and like I said, forgive me if my head gets in the way, match that up, and boom. Ooh, did really good. Let's see if I can do that again. All right. Get rid of some of that. I don't know why it's speckling on me. There's better. Okay. That's one thing to know too. If you're, see how this one's a little more speckly and that one's more solid. It pays to look at if you've got speckles or solid and just kind of retap it and get those the way you want it to be. Not quite so speckly. All right. There we go. And it doesn't matter if it's a little off. You know, it's going to be flowers anyway. All right. So next we're going to add our leaves, and I've got this one off the edge a little bit because I don't want to use all that stem, because I want to get closer but not put the stem over the flowers. So I'm going to ink that up. I'll try and do it the same. And that one I think I can do it. Oh. So we're just going over the top of it. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to turn it around and do one in here. Again, I'm getting speckles. Ooh, and I got some red on there. Dang it. Okay, I'll show you how to fix that too. And we'll put one down here. Okay, you got, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little red right there. I am going to grab some scratch paper, just some cardstock, and I'm just going to lift that color off, if you will, because that is a very light color. All right, looks like it got most of it. And it will eventually, there we go. See, now it's clean versus where it wasn't clean. All right, throw that away. Put that back away. All right, so I had let this other one set a little bit before I had done the green. So that might be something that you might want to do, okay? Alrighty, and now the centers are in the crushed curry. And they are going to go over too, so I am just going to wash it off in between just to make sure I don't have any pink. I'm washing it off on a rag, and then I'm making sure that it's dry. So that way I'm not getting water in my pad, okay? My ink pad. All right, next is the three little flowers, and you'll notice that they're lighter. I just took the real red and took one layer off, and this is really cool because it just fills it in and it really makes it pretty. So we're just gonna go over the top. And you can go another layer if you want, lighter, just adds a little bit more to it. Put one here. This is where you gotta figure out where to stop. Okay, I'm stopping because I went off the page and see how it's got a two-tone look. So I don't really want to do that. Okay. Does that look okay? It's fairly close to the other one. All right, we're gonna leave it. Less is more. Gotta tell yourself that. Okay, and then I did one more thing, but I'm gonna close these up before I do it, and I'm gonna bring in my splatter box, and we are done with those colors for now. All right. Oh, this one I'm gonna need again, but I'm gonna set it over there. All right, so now I've got a block, and I'm gonna lift some of this color onto my block. I'm gonna put this away, and then we are going to get out my splatter box. Put that in there. It's just a box. And I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. And we're just going to plop some color down on there with the Wink of Stella. There we go. And mix it in. As long as you wash this off and your block off, you're fine. Then just get something to tap. I don't know if that's hard enough. Excuse me. Bone folder is always best. And I'm trying to look through around the ring and see if I've got any. Pick up as much as you can. And then you gotta hold it back, because if you do it like this, you're shooting up here. So just turn it around and get some more on there. There we go. Now I can see it. Okay, so now wash this off. So it's nice and clean again. And then I'm gonna spray this. I'm gonna put some water on my, I just put some water right there on my rag. I'm gonna wash that until it comes clean. There we go. Okay, back to normal. The other way that you can do that is you can put a little bit of the Wink of Stella on here and mix it with a paintbrush and do it that way. Or if you just want to have straight color, you can put the ink on, spray a little drop of water, use your brush and do it that way. But I like shimmer. So let's see if you can see that shimmer. Probably not. I will take some stills and you can see it then, hopefully. Okay. So it's always good to have a spray box. All right, so that was card one. And then I thought I would show you some different colors, right? And then a few more little techniques. So that's card one. I'll push that up. Now I'm going to show you card two. Let me show you close up. Maybe you can see the sparkles on here. Hopefully. Doesn't look like it, but we'll see. Let's see. Everywhere you see this orange, there's also sparkles. Okay, so that's the next one. And what I wanted to show you on here was these little gems. I took the clear sparkles, Rhinestone Basic Gems. They are in the yearly catalog. And this color back here is, oh here, I'll show you the ink colors. Timid Tiger, Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, and that Soft Seafoam again, okay? And I took the blends, which is going to be coming up on sale soon. I didn't print that flyer. There is a sale on products. It's like 40% off, and then, don't quote me, I know the first item is blends and they're 40% off, and then it goes down prices, and there's like adhesive on there, there's cardstock on there, all kinds of goodies. But what I'm showing you now is the Timid Tiger in dark. And the blends, you get two different size ends, and you get two markers, a dark one, Timid Tiger, and a light one, Timid Tiger. I'm using the dark one, so they'll show up. And all I'm gonna do, let's see if I can show you this a little better. All I'm going to do, and bear in mind I'm up in the air and everything else, is just go around and color that. And then just let it dry. And you can have sparkles in whatever color of alcohol markers you have. Okay? So this is card number 2. And I'll bring that back in a second. And I wanted to show you another one. So here is another one, and this one is a little bit different in my own creation. So I did kind of the background. Oh, let me show you the colors. Sorry. These colors are Granny Apple Green, Petal Pink, Fresh Freesia, however you say that, Gorgeous Grape. Sorry, my chin just hit the ring. So I did that like normal, but then I did another one and punched it out and lifted it up. Okay. And then I also punched out some of the greenery. Now this is Candy Apple Green in the 12 by 12 that's two-toned. So this is your full strength color and this is your lighter color. Full and lighter. And I just glued these straight down going up. It's just, look at how perfect this is. It's got like a straight here and then it's got like a straight there. So I didn't even have to cut anything off and it fit directly. I just put this middle one over the top to make it work like that. I thought that was pretty genius. And then this bling is some old from my, oh, this is in the yearly. This is in the yearly catalog, and this is really pretty. It's got purples and some pretty red, pinky tones in there. I don't have what the colors are, but you can look it up in the catalog. Or you can put this item number on the computer, 162611, and it'll list what these colors are. Okay. All right. Oh, and on the first card, I also was using up Stash. This is retired, but if you have them, the neutral adhesive back sequins, I just used the gold. And let me get this out of the way. I have 2 more cards to show you that just use this same stamp set, but with the paper that goes with. So here is one. And I just copied this one almost out of the catalog. Isn't that pretty? And these are some new bling that are like 3 different colors. Kind of that, what is that? Calypso Coral, kind of a neutrally color, maybe crumb cake. And then there's one other color, I think it's white or cream color, kind of like that. And the other one is one that I did last couple weeks ago with the vellum in the background and layering up the pieces instead of stamping. So I just wanted to show you some variety. So as I always do, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, I Facebook Live it and then I upload it to YouTube. My channel is Jackie Bluhm 3117. And if you're watching it in the YouTube channel, I'd love a little help with algorithms with a like, a share, or a subscribe. Thank you so much. So do you like number 1, number 2, or number 3? So this shows you it can be Christmas, it can be generic, it can be birthday, it can be whatever colors you like and put together and try. Just grab a piece of scratch paper and start playing with colors. Okay? So that's what I have for you today. I have no idea what I'm showing you tomorrow or next Friday. Next Friday. But it'll be something that's maybe the November new stuff that we just got, the online. And then in December, watch for sneak peeks on January's products. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.